Oh, condolences to Joe Bullard, understanding one of his family members just passed away. Remember, on Sunday morning at 8:30, there will be a Godspeed church service. Miss Debbie will be officiating that, Godspeed Ministries. Sorry, bud. Quarter past midnight, and as they always say after midnight, we're going to let it all hang out. Yes, Jay Norris, the no-box winner will move into the modified ET field. Yes, whoever's left of the one for no-box will go into the spot for the eliminations continuing for modified ET. We'll be back in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Dee Dee and Russell Miller, General Manager Ray Gardner, we welcome you to the legendary Darlington Dragway for this exciting racing weekend.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Fabian Brown on behalf of the IHRA and Summit Racing Equipment. We congratulate each and every one of you for qualifying for the 2018 Division II Division IX Summit Team Finals, where 3 of you will qualify for the Summit Super Series World Championship race at Memphis International Raceway in just 1 week.
The 2018 IHRA Summit Team Finals is presented by Summit Racing Equipment, the official high-performance mail-order company of the IHRA.
Sunoco, fueling your passion, is the official fuel of the IHRA.
Racing Electronics, the official and exclusive two-way radio communication provider of IHRA.
RacingJunk.com, the official classifieds of the IHRA.
Gallagher Insurance, Risk Management and Consulting, the official insurance provider of IHRA competition.
Scrub Blade, official wiper blade of the IHRA.
Around Aruba Tours, the official vacation destination of the IHRA Summit Super Series.
And MPT Industries, the official motor oil of the IHRA.
And don't forget about all the great sponsors of the legendary Darlington Dragway, including
Menser Motorsports,
PD Fleet Truck and Trailer Center,
Pepsi,
VP Racing Fuels,
Samden Automotive and Diesel Service,
Rob Bush Motorsports,
D&B Tractor Trailer Repair,
CPR Performance Parts,
Race Fuel System,
Applied Nitrous Technology, more than just nitrous,
Rock Performance,
Miller's Well Drilling,
RockAuto.com.
On behalf of everybody at the legendary Darlington Dragway,
we congratulate each and every one of you for qualifying for the team finals. Best luck to everybody. Now let's go racing.
Don't put a new part in a bad neighborhood. Go to rockauto.com for complete kits that include all the parts and hardware to do the job right at the right price. With one click, get custom matched power stop pads, calipers, and rotors all in one affordable brake kit. Also buy suspension kits, tune-up kits, AC kits, exhaust kits, and more. rockauto.com. All the parts your car will ever need.
All the parts your car will ever need. Rock Auto.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a news flash for you. Listen up very carefully. This is going to be what is the new revised schedule for the remainder of the weekend.
I was about to say that for the remainder of the weekend.
There we go. Let's do the we can't afford the teleprompter.
Your voice good? Okay. So here's the deal. Tomorrow morning, Gamblers Race Time Run. We're going to run one time run for the Gamblers Race, and then we're going to go into round one of the Race of Champions. That will be run to completion before we go into the Gamblers Race eliminations. With that being said, round one of the main event has been moved to Sunday morning. That being said, on Sunday morning, the Godspeed Ministries Church service with Chaplain Renee Bingham will be at 8:30. At 9:30 will be special award judging, team photos, the track operators race, and immediately following will be round one of the main event. So, we'll have in the morning, we'll have the Gamblers Race Time Run.
That's right.
Then the Race of Champions eliminations, which will be run to completion. Then we'll go into Gamblers Race eliminations. The round one of the main event has been moved to Sunday morning. So at 8:30 we'll have the Godspeed Ministries chapel service with our chaplain Renee Bingham. Following the chapel service will be the special award judging, team photos, track operators race. And then immediately following that will be round number one of the main event.
That's right.
So that is the schedule. Basically, here's the change. The Race of Champions got moved to Saturday. Round one of the main event got moved to Sunday.
That's correct.
That's basically it in a nutshell. Let's go top ET as Dawson Putnam get out 448. Matthew Wright.
Shout out to Joshua Bullock and BTM Nation. You should be in bed, but he's rocking and rolling watching drag racing. Joshua Bullock in Durham, North Carolina. Tina Marie, love you guys. Hope you and Mr. Gene Leffler are all doing great. Miss those modified days with y'all. Dawson Putnam in the left lane gets the win light at a Greer Dragway representative out of Bowling Springs. 4:49 with a 5 at 149.45 miles an hour on a 448 dial-in. Dawson Putnam going on to the next round of the Par Racing Engines entry out of Bowling Springs. Matthew Wright's ride will come to an end in the Camaro. He'll turn a 6:18 with a 2 at 108 miles an hour.
All right, so Joel Hubbard, 647 the dial. Richard Dunaway, 640. And off and gone again. 1,000 separation, top end. Win line, give it to Dunaway. Dead on with a 3:13 pack.
Hubbard broke out.
As Hubbard broke out by 9/10 thousandths. Ouch.
Wow.
That's a whole
heartbreak.
It is. As he was 009 on the tree. I mean, that was a good old drag race.
He was a 647 dial-in, fans, and he turned a 6.4691.
Wow. I mean, that is 9/10 thou, and Dunaway didn't make it easy on, was 10 on the tree when went 640 with a 6.4034 on the 6.40 dial. Impressive. That was a great drag race. It's Trey Strange. Now 461 to the drag store on the Summit sign, and Craig Hip, 539 in the Chevelle on the right side.
We will go over the entire schedule again throughout the rest of the night, so you will know it, so you will be aware.
Big advantage, give it to Hip at the top of the racetrack. Win line, give it to Hip. 540, 539. It's going to modify, bring it back to 1 and 2, please. Modify, bring it back to 1 and 2. Modify, bring it back to 1 and 2. It's going to modify, bring it back to 1 and 2. It's getting raised as the rounds went down. The time between rounds is going to get shorter. As Donald Webb goes out 620 on the Summit side from Team Coastal Plains, and Hunter Ramsey from Ware Shoals out of Commerce, Georgia. The Atlanta Dragway area.
Wow.
Wheels up for Webb. Starting line advantage at the top end of the racetrack. Win light. Give it to Webb. 24 on the 20.
This guy's good.
He
I'm telling
is good.
Y'all people, I'm not fibbing you. I used to live in a house Well, obviously I lived in a house. Come on, Wes. I didn't live in a cardboard shed. I lived in a house. Behind my home was Mr. Webb's place, and he still lives there to this day. I relocated and moved back to Clayton. But that entire racing family stables are that good.
Oh,
I remember dead winter, 10, 11 o'clock at night, working on their cars, making engine changes, doing all sorts of things to these machines.
So basically, if you went a couple days without hearing something from that garage, you started to worry.
You know what? It was right around January, February. You knew they were firing and cranking up.
If you didn't, you're like, uh-oh.
It was normally around the end of Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving races, right around December.
December they took off.
You'd stop, yes. But then right around February, they'd fire back up and get going again. And these guys, I used to say, why don't you run at Dunbenson? Why don't you run Goliath? Why don't you run Fayetteville? Why don't you run Custom? Well, we'll go once in a while, but we run national. We want to run IHRA. We want to run national shows.
There you go.
They'll drive all the way. I'm sure you're going to see these guys at Memphis next week. I'm sure you'll see them at Memphis. They will drive all the way to Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, I've done that drive, and it's long, but then again, you could 3 drivers in the IHRA, they're going to drive to Memphis and drive home IHRA World Champions, and we'll find out next week who those 3 may be.
That's right. Here comes the junior dragsters. Hey, they're running for something big at the IHRA World Finals next week as well.
Absolutely. The cash, the championship, the Computex Datamax Junior Data Logger.
A brand new turnkey American race car junior dragster.
And also, how about a brand new American Race Cars Junior Dragster that's turnkey, meaning
it fires up when you
that
go.
You're taking home a full ready to race car.
That's right.
And I remember when we did the unveiling.
I know dirt late model guys. They just get a chassis. They just get the chassis of a race car. They don't get the engine, the training.
They'll get you everything.
You get the whole shebang.
That's right.
Painted, whatever color you want, all of it.
Oh, good paint job from Imagine That Customs out there. They do phenomenal work. Does Jerron Settles and that team at Imagine That Customs? As Shelby White goes $7.99 on the $7.98 as Slade Kinser from Elk Creek out in 813. Riley Hoover, 906. As No Box needs you back, please. No Box needs you back. No Box needs you back, please. No Box. Also, don't forget about the on Friday night will be we'll have food and drinks, live band there at Memphis. So make sure you come out and join us for that. As Pam Kendrick and their team do a great job with the food last year. It was absolutely phenomenal. But I'll tell you, who I heard is a master chef?
Gordon Ramsay.
Dee Dee.
Oh, Dee Dee's a good chef. She makes good meatballs. Is that what she said?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, and of course you could never go wrong with Roman noodles.
That's true. Red light for Riley Hoover, says Slade Kinser.
I don't think Miss Dee Dee gives herself enough credit. She probably is really a good cook.
It definitely is, and definitely doing a great job, with the PD fleet, and then of course here at Darlington Dragway as Russell Miller.
Not only keeping Russell in line and drag racing and her kids.
You got to keep Rhett in line. And
she let Rhett stay up past his bedtime last night to work on the track.
And Spanky. Don't forget about Spanky.
Spanky, too. Yeah, Spanky.
Spanky and Z-Man and Crystal got to keep. But I'll tell you what, the crew here.
I guess I kind of offended some people last night when I did a post of showing Rhett. I went down there while he was scraping the track and showing the fire and the flame. It's a total team effort.
It definitely is, and it's not just one guy.
I just took a picture of what he was doing because it looked really, really cool.
Right.
And then some, you know how these keyboard heroes are. I call them junkyard warriors.
Oh, for sure.
They get on there and they start talking smack and they want to bash this person and bash that person. And all the while, you're just doing what you're trying to do for the benefit of trying to get the word out that track work's being done at 2, 3 a.m. to try to get this race in. And then it's, well, why didn't you mention this person? And why didn't you say something about that person?
But it definitely is a total team effort.
If I had a whole list in the hotel room of every name of person that was there working on that track, and kudos to all of them, they would have all got the honorable mention. But I just thought it was really cool.
We'll do it now.
With the flame and the fire, the picture that we took with it. So
now, when it's corner